My name is Elijah. I'm going to share with you a dream I had. I was walking on the earth and suddenly it shook and we all fell. Some of us got back up and all the cities were destroyed. And those of us that remained, we'd fled to the mountains. We were by fire, cooking by the fire, back to the ancient of days like it used to be. How it, before this civilization. The sun didn't come up. It stayed dark. And things seemed very grim. It was a very strange dream. Like, who would believe this? I would compare it to, say, in the year 1880. If I said to you we were going to walk on the moon, would you believe me? Or if we're going to fly through the air in still ships, would you believe me? Or would you believe me if I told you that we would forge sword and bow in this day, in the distant future, not too distant, and that we'd warm ourselves by a fire and cook by a fire, and we would be living like in a day that was thousands of years. This is how the future is. This is what I saw. And yet the sun didn't shine for a long time. And when it did, it didn't stop shining. Now this is a vision, a dream, so it is not an explanation, and it is open to interpretation. But in this dream, it was the sun that exploded, a part of just a fragment of stream of light coming from the sun and surrounded the earth like a light stream, and all of the earth was surrounded by light, and there was no darkness and no shadow, like it never existed. It didn't come to mind. We didn't even have a memory of it, because like when you turn the light on, where does the shadow go? It doesn't, because it's an illusion. That's the best analogy I can make of it. So without me trying to understand or to give any interpretation, that was the vision. There was a lot of trouble between living in the mountains, and we forged these swords and bows and weaponry because there was a battle and there was a war, but something else happened, which is, I guess, if I told you a ghost story, would you believe me? What if I told you something happened between heaven and earth that changed our dimensional connection with creation? Something so I cannot explain, except to say that everything that we judge in weights and measures, everything we consider in our mind to be, it cannot be totally trusted, except to say that I would expect that we will come to a point when creation will come to us as a planet to aid us. It may appear as darkness, but behind it will come the light. There is more, but that is all I can tell you as Elijah.